Hi guys, and welcome back to Finding Your Indie. I'm Bonnie Paulson, and I have some fun things to talk about today. So as you know, we're in a marketing plan series, and we are talking about the important pieces. Yesterday, the first day that we did this, we were talking about all of the four main components, or not necessarily the components, but more like the four main guts and glory of a marketing plan. Not the sections, but what the point is of a marketing plan. Today, we're going to be talking about the different things that we're going to be covering throughout the rest of the series. There are 8 pieces to a marketing plan that are must-haves, and we're going to talk about those today a little bit briefly, just so you kind of get an idea of where we're going, and then we're going to talk about each one in turn after that. So for instance, for our marketing plan, we have 8 pieces that are musts in your marketing plan, and they are 1, production schedule, 2, the items that you have available, 3, new items to be made from the old items. I like to call that repurposing. 4, funnels. 5, promotions. 6, budget. 7, schedule. And 8, flexibility, scaling, and growth, because those all need to be addressed at the same time. Honestly, trust me, they do. Then we will have a Q&A at the end of our series. I think it's a great thing to cover, and I just want to make sure that you guys understand, where we're going, and then if you have any questions, we can, cover that. So let's talk about these. In a marketing plan, you have sections. It's not just something where you're like, hey, I'm going to write this down on a calendar. I do calendars, but that's usually only in the time frame that I'm planning promotions or whatever. I always plan out and write out things, and I'll do a screenshot, maybe a screenshot up in here, and I'll show you what exactly the very first lines of my marketing plan looks like. That way you can kind of see where I'm going with all of this. Then I put them into a calendar, and we will be doing that on our production schedule video and also on the promotions video. And number 7, because hello, it's scheduling. Okay, so here we go. The first one is the production schedule. And we'll be covering some resources and stuff on that video. It's really important that you understand what your releases look like, how do you make things, how you create things, do you have things already planned coming out, do you have a series planned, what you have planned for your production. Because the only thing that makes your business a business is the things that you supply. I think you can agree with that. So if you have books and you're an author or you're a blogger and you have blog posts, you need to have your stuff created. You need to have the content to sell, correct? Okay, so so then number 2, we're going to talk about the items that you have available. And we call this the backlist. So your backlist is the items that you already have available, and you need to have a list of those ready for when you're ready to sit down to do your marketing plan. Backlist is kind of important. Make that baby back work. You always got to work and make your backlist earn its money. It really needs to earn its cash. Number 3, we're going to talk about new items that we can make from the old items. So let's say that you have, and we'll talk about the ways that you can do this, but an example. Let's say you have a mystery series and it's in ebook. Well, you can do a bunch of different formats, can't you? You can do audiobook, you can do paperback, you can do hardback, you can do maybe a graphics novel, there's all kinds of things that you can do, and we'll be talking about that when we talk about number 3, the new items to be made from old. And I've got a lot of ideas for you to put into place and a lot of resources for you that can help you with that. Number 4, we're going to talk about funnels. How do your items in your marketing plan and your new release stuff, your backlist, how do they all tie into each other, and how can you make them work in your marketing plan so that you're not just throwing your attention to one series or one book? It's so that you can spread out all of your stuff and make it all work together. I will have exact directions on how to do that and how to make your money work for you the best way that you can in number 4. So then we also have promotions. We're going to be really scheduling out how to plan promotions, what a promotion really is. It's more of a strategy, but we'll talk about the tactics involved with the strategies aligned with promotions. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of promotions. If you don't have cash, promotions are a great way to get started building your cash. Countdown deals, giveaways, free days. There's all kinds of things that we're going to talk about with promotions. And I'm going to tell you the great ways to start, and then how to plan them out in your marketing plan. It's going to be so fun. I love promotions. The next one we're going to talk about is budget. Budgeting, like you've heard me say in the first video of this series, budgeting is how you tell money what to do. It's how you are going to be in control of your money and how you're going to gain profit over losing money, okay? And I believe in testing, so that doesn't count as losing money. But what I want you to keep in mind is that if you don't know how to plan your budget, it's going to be really hard to have a successful marketing plan. So we're going to be talking about budgets as well. On the next one, we're going to talk about scheduling, and that one will be using a calendar, and I'll show you exactly how to schedule out and how to plan out what you're going to be doing for your production, your promotions, how to plan out your tasks, how to plan out how to figure out, oh, okay, what do I want to do here? How do I want to do this? Will I be able to do this? So we're going to talk about those things, how to use your life events, things that are going on the calendar, like Christmas, New Year's, all kinds of things. So there's things that we're going to be talking about and how to utilize that with your marketing plan. And then the last one, I've kind of lumped them together. It's going to be kind of a long one, but that's our flexibility, scaling, and growth video. And we're going to be talking about how you need to have a flexible marketing plan, how to create flexible parts of your marketing plan, how to scale up with your income. Remember, we were talking about how you're hoping to go from $100 a month or $10 a month in marketing budget to $1,000, right? So we're going to talk about how to scale that up and ways to make it so that you still save money, but you continue to see growth. And then again, we're going to be talking about growth. We're always going to be talking about growth. How to get you from $1 to $1,000. How to get you from $1,000 to $40,000, whatever. It is going to take some effort, and you're going to need to have your planning pants on. Whether you like to plot or not, this has nothing to do with that. This has to do with creating a marketing plan for your business. And then we'll have a Q&A, because I really want to hear what your thoughts are and answer any questions that you might have. Remember, I do have the marketing mini tips, the playlist. So if you check that out, there are some other marketing little hints in there, like newsletters, ways to have things in place, so on and so forth. But I really want you to just keep in mind that we have a huge, huge, huge series ahead of us, and we are going to be touching on some of these things as it comes up. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know in the comments or reach out to me at findingyourindy.com. Make sure that you submit a question there, or if you want your series audited or something audited, go ahead and find me there, or go find us on Facebook. We're everywhere. It's kind of annoying. I annoy myself. All right, so you guys, I hope you're having a great time. I hope you're excited for this series. I know I really am, and we're going to be covering some things next week. Production schedules coming up. Thanks, you guys.